Are the Sounders a dynasty? Well, they got, 3 trophies in the last 6 years, a couple MLS Cups to go with it, as well as this year's CONCACAF Champions League trophy. Forget the question if they're a dynasty, Herc. I want to know if this Sounders team, not necessarily this year's Sounders, right? Like this group that we've seen over the last, 3-4 years, whatever you want to make that window, is the best team we've ever seen in MLS history, because they are the first to win the CONCACAF Champions League.
They are the first to win the CONCACAF Champions League. Are they the best team in Major League Soccer history? No, that Toronto team in 2017, 2018, that won everything and almost won the CONCACAF Champions League, lost in penalty kicks to Chivas. That's, to me, still the best team in Major League Soccer history. But this is a dynasty, no doubt, and you can't take that away from them. I mean, you saw what they've won. Listen to the finals they've been in: Leagues Cup, Champions League. Now they've won it finally. Open Cups that they've been in. The last decade has been littered with trophies and allocates. And also, the only team never to miss a playoff in Major League Soccer. There is a winning tradition. There's a culture. There's an ambiance to it. There's a way, a swagger to the Seattle Sounder that nobody in Major League Soccer today has. Now, they rival the LA Galaxy for the best dynasty, for the best organization in Major League Soccer. And I know you're going to bring up, I already know where you're going with this, a San Jose of the East, and you can say that, yeah, the ball was brown when all that stuff happened, but it really is. The Galaxy is the only team in Major League Soccer that can presume 2 different sets of greatness, 2 different times that they were a great organization. It's the only one. The Seattle Sounders haven't had that letdown yet. They're right now in a class of their own in Major League Soccer today.
Hey, let me ask you this quick answer, because I got to give my take here, too. So just so I'm clear, you think of that Toronto FC team, because they were stacked as well, too, from 2017. They won the treble, got to the final of the CONCACAF Champions League. Do you think if that team played this Seattle team, that they would beat the Seattle team?
That team played 2 Seattle teams, and in one final didn't only get a shot off, and the other final beat them. I think would be a very, very close game. If you have everybody in their prime, man, I don't know who I'm taking. I seriously do not know who I'm taking. It was that close, those series. Okay,
so Seattle is the first team to win the CONCACAF Champions League from MLS. They're obviously not the first team to win the CONCACAF Championship. Back in the day when it was the CONCACAF Champions Cup, both DC United and the LA Galaxy won it. Galaxy in 2000, DC United in 1998. Herc, I have to say, as good as the Seattle team is, they are not the best team in MLS history, because that is that late 90s DC United team. A lot of because of what happened in that 1998 year. So, you want to talk about dynasty? You want to talk about winning cups?
How many teams did they play against?
I mean, there were only 10 or 12 teams in the league, but that's beside the point.
10. They were 1 of 10, by the way.
I could also, though, turn that against you and say, well, now all the talent in MLS is spread thin,
and the
talent was way more concentrated back then, if you want to go that way.
That's not how it works anymore. That's not how it works anymore. There's no dispersal draft, and that's what you got to work with. I mean, if you're a brand new franchise right now in Major League Soccer today, you've got a leg up over anybody in Major League Soccer. And if you go about it the right way, you can create a super team, like we saw Atlanta do, like we saw LAFC do. Now, those who don't do it, that's on you.
Okay, just real quick. Did production make the starting 11 lineup? No. Oh, I do my homework here. I bring the 1998 DC United 11, a team of magic, of just incredible players. But I guess we'll have to leave that debate for another day. Look, it is that DC United team. Not only did they win the CONCACAF Champions Cup, they also won
neutral ground in Las Vegas, Nevada.
The Copa Interamericana. So they beat Vasco da Gama. They beat the best team out of South America too. Let's see how Seattle does at the Club World Cup. Okay, they beat the Copa Libertadores winner. Then we'll have a talk about where they win MLS Cup later this year. We'll talk about them being the greatest.
Again, I mean, they're going to get there anyway. You know how this works.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes, we seem to know how this works. No matter what happens to Seattle, basically March through October, come December, come November, whenever MLS does decide to play its MLS Cup, we know that the Seattle Sounders will be there.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.